Hi everyone, welcome to Phonics Time Together. This is session 24 at phase 3 and we're looking at the AIR grapheme today, and there's only obviously 3 vowel digraphs left to go, and this is one of them, so we'll work our way through it. So we've covered so much ground together, which is absolutely fantastic, and after this video there's only two more phase 3 to cover and then we're done. What we'd like to do is let's have a practice for you to go over the pure sounds to make sure you're comfortable with them, and then we'll move on. Okay, let's go. So we know we've got oo, or j, t, p, v, g, d, n, z, ng, o, z, y, qu, r, k, h, a, s, sh, I, ch, a, e, o, w, x, th, b, I, o, f, ow, o, oi, s. Okay, that's good. Later on when the children are working out, they're going to go at cyclist speed. Seems everyone's into cycling at the minute. They seem to be everywhere, so I thought we'd do a bit of cyclist speed. And for you, it's a good practice just to do them without me and nice and quick, and see how confident you are. Okay, let's go. Fantastic, well done. You flew through them today, so yeah, excellent. If you can say them that quick, you're doing really, really well. It'll be a massive benefit for your children, really, if you can support them with those, particularly when they're blending. Okay, we're going to keep with the grid idea that we used last time. We played bingo with it last time, so that could still be an option if you want to get your child to choose one of those, and then you just read off some words and see if they can get bingo, or try and get a diagonal or a line. So you could still play that again if you wanted to, but I thought it's a bit of a challenge really. Which one can they read the fastest? So I would start them on 1, then get them to read all the ones in 2, all the ones in 3, all the ones in 4, and probably time them each time. And what you could say is, we're going to record your fastest on YouTube. So as a comment, you could say, I'm going to add your speed to see how well you did. So you could sort of focus on the timing and get them to read them quickly, because that's what we want really. We want them reading the trick in words nice and fluently. And we're going to be moving on to air. So we've got air in pair, and we've got air in hair, and then we've got air in fair or fairground. So we're looking at the air sound. So it's an interesting one because a bit like ear, it's also yes, it's a phoneme, a sound, air, but it's also a word, air. So the air around us, for example. So it's got something in common there, and I would, because we're starting to get up to these they're sort of classed as digraphs, but they're actually trigraphs because it's 3 letters making one sound. We can start to trace over the letters and getting them practicing the shape of this. So they'll be looking at air. We'll then look at making sure that we are not dropping our H's, for example. So we'll blend hair, making sure we've got that sound at the start. So we'll blend that one, which is quite easy. And then we've got these, and what I've done, instead of doing a separate phase 4 slide, number 5, I've brought in a little bit of phase 4 there, because they've got to be able to blend the adjacent consonants. So in number 5, when we get to it, you've got the S and the T that they'll need to blend at the start. But number 1, it should be f, air, fair, air, hair, air, lair, p, air, pair. And then here we go, so we go st, airs, stairs, ch, air, chair, un, and then f, air, fair, unfair. If they're struggling with unfair, cover up the U and the N with your thumb or something, and just get them to read fair to start with, and then we'll put the un at the start. Airbag, we've put air at the start, and then we've got bag, bag. So we'll be blending that as air and bag, airbag. It's a compound word. Okay, so after that, get them reading all those words nice and quickly, making sure they can read them fluently as usual. And we'll give them a big well done for their reading skills, and telling them after this there's only 2 more to look at. And then we'll go on to the sentences. So first sentence, really easy. Max and Kevin got into the fair. Get a chair so I can sit and let you cut my hair. And then here we've got a comma on the third one. So in pairs, we will go on the stairs and sing a song to mum and dad. Full stop. We will do it tonight. So I tried to put 2 bits of punctuation into one, so they're going to have to pause at the comma, notice the full stop, and then restart the sentence with we will do it tonight. And I've tried to put in some of those recent GPCs that we've looked at. So that's the idea behind the sentences. Moving forward, I would get them to do some dictation, so getting them to practice having a go at writing them. There are a couple of sentences that you could use. They should be all right with that. It's either tricky words that we've covered or the graphemes that we've looked at, so they should be fine with those. A huge thank you again for committing to your own learning and keeping your children reading, particularly if you're doing this during the lockdown. It's not easy to get a child to learn at home with so many distractions, but well done for keeping going, particularly those that are now, they've sort of done, you're up to this video and you've covered a lot of ground. It's not easy at all, so well done. So yeah, please, if you haven't, give this video a like, add any comments on how well your child's done, particularly with that little tricky word challenge as well. That'd be good. But for now, if you want to pause the video and get them to come over ready for their phonics lesson. Hi everyone, welcome to Phonics Time Together. We're going to learn a new GPC today, but to start with, just like always, we'll go over the ones that we know. So I'll click through 4, and then I will then say them to help you out. Don't forget that some of them one of them's got 2 sounds, so look out for that. Okay, so we should be sitting ready, and we've got nothing in our hands, and we're focused on the screen, ready to go through them. Okay, let's go. So we've got oo or o, and we've got j, t, p, v, g, d, z, ng, o, z, y, qu, k, h, a, l, s, sh, I, ch, a, I, e, o, w, x, th, b, e, I, o, f, ow, r, oi, s. Excellent, that's really good. Now, lots of cyclists on the road at the minute as the weather's got a little bit nicer and people are getting their exercises, so we're going to go cyclist speed today. So super fast as we go through these, and you're on your own. Okay, let's go and go. Well done, that's super speedy today, cyclist speed definitely, so do your special celebration if someone sat with you. Big well done, that's fabulous. Now moving on, we are going to go over our tricky words again, and we've got some options here. You might choose to play bingo with the person next to you, and one person is the caller and they're going to read out some words and see if the other person has picked the right card, or the other option, and this is my challenge, is which one of these boxes can you read the fastest? So I would like to read all the words in number 1, then all the words in number 2, all the words in 3, all the words in 4. Which one do you do the fastest? I'd love to know those times in the comments. So please, if you do complete this and get a really fast time or whatever time, just let me know what it is in the comments, and I'm really interested to see how well you're going on with your tricky words. So pause the video now and work on your tricky words. Okay, so today's new GPC is on the screen, and in the phoneme for this is air. So to make the grapheme we need the A, the I and the R to make the grapheme on the screen, but it makes the phoneme air. So can you say air? Can you say air, air? Fantastic. Can you say it a little bit louder? Air, air. Can you whisper it? Fabulous. Now, so on the images on the right, we've got a pair of swans, we've got someone's beautiful hair, and then we've got a fair. So we've got air in pair. So can you say that? Air in pair. Excellent. Can you say air in hair? Air in hair. Fabulous. And we've got the air in fair. Air in fair. Or we might go where the fair is to the fairground. So we could have air in fairground. Excellent. So that's a fairground with the rides whizzing round. So today's phoneme is air, and it's written like that on the screen. And you might want to pause the video at this point and trace over those letters so you can get a feel for what they look like. And you might want to grab a piece of paper and practice writing air. But for now, we're just looking at the reading of air. So let's go and have a look at doing some blending. Real easy. So we've only got two phonemes because there's only two sound buttons there. So we've got h and air, hair, hair. Excellent. So that's the hair on your head. So we've got hair. Let's have a little bit more blending practice. Okay, so at this point you might want to pause the video and do it without me, or you will wait till I've had a go and then have a go yourself. So if you want to have a go on your own, pause the video now. Okay, everybody, let's read number one. So we've got air, fair. Number two, air, hair. Number three, air, lair. Number four, air, pair. Number five, right, this is a phase forward. This is a little bit tricky. We've got to do st, air, z, st, air, stairs, stairs. Number six, ch, air, chair. Right, number seven, we're going to do this in two bits. So we've got un, and then we've got air, fair, unfair. Number eight. Right, this looks like it's got two words in it. So we've got air. So there's our trigraph at the start, air. Then we've got b-a-g, bag, air, bag, airbag. Excellent. So pause the video and have a practice at blending those on your own, so you can read them all again and have another go again. So can you read each of them twice? So read them all through to number 8 and then go back to number 1 and have a go at blending them again. Okay, if you've done lots of blending, you might be at a point now where you can read these fluently. So pause the video and spend some time just reading the words. And remember, if we can't say the words straight away because we're not sure, we will try and blend them in our head. So we won't say all the phonemes, we will just blend them in our head and then just say the word. Okay, so pause the video and practice your fluency. Excellent, good job, really, really good reading. Now, you're working your way through this fabulously, and after this there are only 2 more GPCs to learn in Phase 3, so if you stayed with me all this way, you get a big well done from me, so thank you. Right, moving on. Let's read some sentences with today's grapheme in it, and you can see the grapheme put out in red. Let's have a go at the first one, which is quite easy. I think you'll be all right with that. Second one's pretty easy, but there's a little bit to think about in the third one. So when you do read the third one, look out for the comma. So we need to do a little pause, and there's a full stop hidden in there where we'll need to stop before we then read the next sentence. So if you want to have a go without me, pause the video and crack on with your reading. If not, keep listening and I shall help you. Okay, let's have a look at that first sentence. So we've got Max and Kevin got into the fair. Okay, you have a go at reading that? Right, the second one. Get a chair so I can sit and let you cut my hair. So you have a go reading that? And the last one. In pairs, I need to pause there because there's a comma. So in pairs, we will go on the stairs and sing a song to Mum and Dad. I need to stop there, there's a full stop. We will do it tonight. Excellent. You have a go at that and make sure you pause at the comma and stop at the full stop. And then spend some more time reading those sentences so you're getting really comfortable with the ones that we've covered, but also today's ones in red. So spend some time practicing. And a huge well done and a big thank you for joining in with our phonics lesson today. Please leave a comment on how you found it. I'd really appreciate that. Give the video a like. And if you still haven't subscribed yet, please do, and then you can keep up to date as the new ones are being released. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.